What is up, you guys? So big money and or whales, hedge funds have been buying up a lot of stocks within the financial industry and financial services for the past couple of weeks. And I truly believe that this sector has massive potential going into the next 2 to 3 months, really rounding out the end of this year, going into early next year. So what I want to do over the next couple of days is share with you a couple of positions that I currently have and why I see value in the financial service industry in the next couple of months. Now, I'm not sure if I'm just going to add them all together because there are a good amount of them, or if I might just end up making maybe 2 or 3 different types of videos going into this week and next week about these. But guys, we're going to be going over some stocks that I am buying and that you should look at going into the next couple of months. So hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and check out the Discord. It is completely free. The link is in the description. We have over 1,400 students over there. If you do want, you can upgrade to get access to all of my trades and all my long-term investments. It is free to start for your first 3 days. We have an 85% success rate. It is a great way for you guys to learn to become consistent and profitable while saving time, working a full-time job and allowing yourself to swing trade through our alerts. So go ahead and check it out, guys. Anyway, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you for all the support. It is, our mission and our way to not have to bring on any sponsors to this channel. I don't want to go pushing crappy brokers or stupid products that we don't ever use. So as always, guys, your support by hitting that like button and subscribe allows us to not have to bring on any type of, crappy promotions or anything like that. Now, let's talk about Citigroup, because this is the stock that we're going to be talking about today. A lot of you guys know that this channel is more for long-term investing. My other channel is more for swing trading and or day trading, usually trades lasting a couple of weeks. But I want to start sharing with you guys some trades / you could call them investments that I like to hold for a couple of months. There are a lot of trades that I will grab maybe for a couple of days. There are some trades I will grab for 3, 4, 5 months. And then there are obviously long-term investments that I have, which I will be sharing with you guys now because I have added a pretty decent amount of them. Now, as far as Citigroup is considered, if we just zoom out here and we take a look at basically the past 6 years of this stock, it really has not done too much. You can see that we opened here back in July of 2015 at $60.63. And since then, the stock has only gone up 13% in the past 6 years. So in general, very solid stock in the fact that it hasn't really, cratered off or anything. But if you were to have held it, not counting any dividends or anything, you would have only made 16% in the past 5 years. So to say that financials and banks are undervalued or essentially really have not moved up that much in the past couple of years is true. And that's for a lot of reasons, right? If we look at the past 2 years, of course, if we look at the pandemic, this really did not help the economy. It also forced us to lower rates, which therefore raises inflation. When you look at how a bank makes money, banks make money by going out there and loaning money. When they loan money, you pay an interest rate. The higher the interest rate, the more money the bank makes. But when the Fed continues to lower rates and lower rates and lower rates, then a bank is not going to make as much money as they normally should have. Now, a lot of banks actually have investment banking sectors, such as like a JP Morgan, a Morgan Stanley, a Goldman Sachs. But a lot of the banks that big money is buying are actually not those types of banks. They're actually buying a lot of Citigroup, and then we're also going to talk about specifically Bristol Myers in this video as well. And then tomorrow we're going to talk about 2 that are in the financial service industry, but they're not actually banks. But when we look at Citigroup, you can see here that within the past year, from a trading pattern standpoint, we have what is called a cup and handle. Now, I know a lot of you guys who are fundamental investors and you don't care about technicals. You might think that technicals don't matter, but I'm telling you guys they do. Fundamentals from a long-term standpoint are the most important thing, but technicals are very important, especially on a large time frame when we're looking at multiple years. And you can see here we have a very strong cup and handle. This is our cup and this is our handle. And at this point, we do have a bullish pennant. A pennant occurs where we basically have lower highs coming down to a fixed point, higher lows coming to a fixed point. Then we start to see a squeeze, which you see now. This thing has been squeezing for about a month and a half. Now, they just had earnings that weren't, astronomically crazy, but they still were pretty decent in my opinion. If we look at how this stock normally performs on a seasonality standpoint. So, from the past 8 years, the best month to be invested in Citigroup is November. 78% of the time in November, Citigroup goes up, and on average, it goes up about 2.72%. So we're not looking at anything crazy, but it does go up 78% of the time. And then one other thing to note today is this unusual options activity that has come in for Citigroup. You could see all the same exact strike at $67.50, all the same exact date, 12/17. You can see that these were all sweeps, and this came in for about $3 million. And then one dark pool move came through for $7.2 million. So when you have fundamentally, a sector that is undervalued, which I believe is financials, you have unusual options activity, which that is definitely unusual options activity. You have a seasonality rating of 78%, basically saying that this is the best month to be invested in Citigroup. And you have a really good technical pattern set up as a cup and handle with a good risk versus reward ratio. That is a time for me to usually take a position that lasts a couple of months. Now, when we look at Citigroup, I did enter this position today, and I have an average price of about $69. I think it's actually like $68.90 something. But the price targets that I'm looking at for Citigroup is going to be around around $74, $80, and then up at $85, which is not going to be a crazy return, right? We're not talking about something that is ridiculously risky or, trading even options here. I only have shares. We're looking at a potential 6, 15, and maybe 24% return within the next 3 months. Now, I will probably end up selling this by mid-December, early January, because January is a really, really bad month for the stock market. And the first quarter in general is actually the worst month for financial services, which you can see here, 25% of the time we are profitable. So 75% of the time we lose money in January holding the stock. 50% of the time in February we lose money, and then about 60% of the time we lose money in March. So for me, I'm only going to be holding this for the next couple of months, and I'm looking to make about an 8 to 10% return, which I would be very, very happy about. So I wanted to share that with you guys. It's not necessarily a long-term investment. We're not looking at this company from a fundamental standpoint, but looking at all of the things that we've talked about in this video. That is where I see Citigroup going within the next couple of weeks. As well, I will lump in Bristol Myers in this. Actually, I'll do Bristol Myers for a different video. But if you guys like these types of videos, actually giving you guys longer term trades that I'm actually in, like for a couple of months, let me know and I'll continue to do more of these, guys. Thanks for all the support. Hit the like button, subscribe. Go ahead and check out the Discord. Like I said, it is completely free. And if you want to become a member of our private mentorship group, you can do so by using the link down below. It is completely free for the first month. Get access to all of my trades, all my long-term investments, live stream with me personally every single morning for the first hour of market open, get access to our 60-hour course library and our private Discord server. Thank you guys. Have a great day.